Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are good and fine. So today I'm going to tell you about one more directives of conditional compilation. So this will be if and elif directives as we discussed in earlier video. If you didn't see that video, so please make sure that you visit the latest one. Which one was in depth for defining the code of if statement will execute if we define any macros. So that code is dependent upon macros name, but here the scenario has been changed. So here uh, we have to write an expression. The block of if statement will be execute if we if we uh, if we get true value of this expression. Okay, so don't waste time, just move to the code. So let's create a new file. Source c. So first let's define the standard input output. Include stdio studio dot h. So okay, so let's define the expression name. So here we are using macro to define some value. We have to define a macro. So macro, okay, so let's define a macro, let's call it test. Okay, and we assign a value to this macro name. So let's assume 1. So here we will calculate if our test variable is greater than or smaller than 5, numeric 5. So let's create. You can create any function, int or void, it depends on you. So let's our code will be here. Okay, so first define if. So if will be, we have a variable test, and if this variable is smaller than 5. Okay, so let's see printf test is smaller than 5. Okay, and then b as block. So if we assign column, so print will be. So as in-depth directives, this if else directives are also follow the same uh, highlighted uh, highlighted codes. So the compilers, this code block knows that this will not execute because we already assign a value 1. So only this part will execute. So you will get this highlighted text over here is greater than 5. Yeah, and if will execute after the and if all the parts will be executed, doesn't depend on the this if else directives. So let's assume do this. Okay, so let's execute this program. Okay, printf, sorry, printf. Yeah. So test is smaller than 5, which we are getting over here, because one is great, but one is smaller than 5. So yeah, this block gets executed. So if we change the value, let's suppose we are incrementing it to 6. So now, as you can see, this part has been highlighted. So now the second block will execute, the else part will be executed, because 6 is greater than 5. So if we run this program, sorry, actually I was using Python, that's why I'm using print. Yeah, so test is greater than 5, good guess. So uh, as of in indef function, indef directives, so we are using something like indef, like if we want to assign two more conditions, like elif block. So here we also have this elif conditions. So let's implement this in this example itself. So we can say that instead of else, let's suppose if test is equal to 5, so we can assign one more condition. So we have to write elif and then test and then equal to 5. So this part will execute if test is equal to 5. Okay, so let's suppose change it to 5 here. So you will get this block if we execute it. Sorry, semicolons. Okay, yeah, so test is equal to 5. So as you can define any variable, so if this condition gets true value, so this part will execute. Otherwise it will check for elif conditions, like if this variable, if this condition is true, so it will execute this one. If both the condition didn't get true value, so else part will be execute. So yeah, that's it. This is the concept of if else directive. So next we will do the practice on undef, paragma. So these are more directives which are going to use in C. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe our YouTube channel to get a more interesting video like this. So yeah, bye bye.